Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching Wings. On the show today, we show you what went down at the iconic Travel and Tourism Summit in New Delhi. Also, how tourism has rebounded in Kashmir 1 year since the Pahalgam attack occurred. We also cover kite festivals worldwide and a classic bicycle race across London. Let's begin. At the recently concluded iconic Travel and Tourism Summit this week in New Delhi, movers and shakers from the travel and tourism industry met to discuss the sector's resilience in the face of adversity. Let's see what the dignitaries had to say at the event. To decode India's changing tourism landscape, various stakeholders and voices came together to share their perspectives on travel and tourism in several power-packed sessions in New Delhi. From navigating global travel disruptions to understanding how cultures and local communities are redefining destinations. Let's meet some incredible explorers and changemakers shaping the future of travel and tourism. Welcome to the iconic Travel and Tourism Summit 2026. A one-stop destination where ambitious ideas converge into actionable strategies, shaping stronger policies and even deeper domestic and global connectivity. Because being iconic means creating impact that truly matters. Our first panel tackled dealing with disruptions as turmoil takes toll on travel. Let's listen in.
What's been the biggest disruption if we just look at the last 2 to 3 years?
What it impacts Air India or aviation is multifold. We already had a Pak airspace closure for us. And then after this Middle East crisis, the journey of a flight which goes to Europe or US has significantly gone up. It only doesn't mean higher fuel cost. It has much more complexity in it. We have a crew restriction which is there, where a particular crew can fly a particular number of hours. And if a flight goes, the same aircraft which used to take 13 hours, it starts taking around 17 hours or 18 hours. There is immediately a shortage of crew as well, the cockpit crew and cabin crew also. So you have to further curtail your operations and bring down the number of frequencies just to maintain the schedule integrity.
Pent-up demand, is that the silver lining, as Manish mentioned? Because as of now, of course, last year was rather chaotic. This year, we've seen enough happen already.
Pent-up demand obviously is there. We saw that post-COVID, the industry in India just took off in every area. But that's also reflective of how our economy is doing. The economy is growing, it's sustainable. There's trade, there's commerce. The within India economy is very, very strong. And even if we look at it from a global basis, tourism is going to contribute 11% to global GDP by 2033. Hospitality is the next resilient one. It's got underlying asset base. There's a lot of hyper-localization that happens. We saw that in COVID. And then, the margins are better over time. So that becomes possibly the next more resilient one. Also, it also depends what kind of disruptions are there. Like in pandemic, everybody got hit.
In the last 12 to 18 months, I wanted to understand from you, operational impact in terms of that, which has been the largest, which has been the least in terms of your, of all that's under your purview?
I think disruptions and crises are here to stay, right? Today, the country is far more resilient and ready from that perspective. If you were to look at the current West Asia crisis, a few fundamentals before that, India continues to be domestic. The metros and tier 1 cities have 85% consumption. And if you go to tier 2, tier 3, the consumption of domestic tourists is as high as 95 to 97%. So hugely resilient from that perspective. If you go into tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, they continue to be resilient. Same time last year, as a brand, we're doing 3 to 4% higher than same time last year.
What we see from a booking behavior, we see immediately a shift in a booking behavior. The searches on an alternate route started immediately within, I can say, 2 to 3 hours once the disruption started. Basically, the demand is not disappearing, it's redistributing. We are very digitally adaptive nation as such. So when you're digitally very savvy, you see the reaction and a behavior immediately because you start searching. From a booking perspective, if I look into numbers, we are down somewhere around 27% on booking of air ticket bookings. Travel is a barometer of an economy. They are the first one to recover and they are the first one to take a hit on that.
You know, anywhere you go in terms of hospitality, the experience starts right at the door. You know, it's that warm smile that someone gives to you. I think that's where that experience of hospitality already starts. Whether it's the serviceman, whether it's the valet, anybody. Just that human warmth. That itself starts that experience of hospitality, regardless of which institution or which hotel or level of hotel you're going to. How are we integrating technology and tourism? Agar aap mujhe thoda sa bataye.
It can be technology and human touch can only be redefined. It can't be replaced. Tourism is all about the real experiences, whether it is a tangible or intangible experiences, but it's all about the experiences. Whatever technology we introduce, we can't replace experiences with the technology. We have introduced technology in tourism, whether it is for promotion like AR, VR, or whether it is online booking, ticketing and everything. And we are also working to create more seamless experience for tourists who are coming to Gujarat in form of whether it is online booking or the real curated experiences we want to offer them.
Another panel covered culture and communities defining destinations. Let's hear what our dignitaries shared.
Would love to know how are you translating this shared history into a modern travel narrative that is shaping the global travel and tourism landscape.
Egypt as an ancient civilization has always been focusing on the human-centric. We see that tourism is a message of tolerance, a message of acceptance, especially when we speak with a market like in India. You are a very old civilization. As much as Egypt is an ancient civilization, currently Egypt is building a new civilization. This is something that maybe a lot of people here in India do not know. So we are building a whole new ecosystem of infrastructure during the past years, especially in the hospitality field. And even Taj Mahal is opening a branch in Egypt, and other Indian brands are also existent, and there are more coming to the Egyptian market. So this is in a nutshell what we are focusing on during the past years and during the near future.
Would love to know how is Greece shaping its travel trends today in the world that is continuously evolving and changing.
Our strategy right now, because I think that we all know Greece is quite attractive to tourism, and it is a touristic country. Last year we had 38 million visitors, which was a record of all times. But we also are always trying to find new aspects on tourism, and today we are talking about the Indian tourists that would like to visit my country. The main axe right now is 365 days of tourism per year, because as you said, the majority of people know, in the first level, Santorini, the islands, and so on and so forth. We are trying to project other aspects of Greece, Greece in winter, golfing Greece, mountain Greece, all that, and also experiential tourism, because I think that younger people are quite interested in that.
It's a very rich civilizational heritage that we share. What do you have to say about this association in the coming 5 to 10 years when it comes to Indian travelers visiting Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka and India share not a border but a civilization. We are an extension of the same geographic space. More and more young people look for different experiences. We are smaller than a state in India, smaller than most states in India, but we pack 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in our small island. Within about 48 hours, you can travel from an ancient capital city, which is thousands of years old, to a beach and to a wildlife sanctuary where there is leopard. And just off the coast of Trincomalee, we have the largest gathering of blue whales annually. So it's a lot of experiences that we have in our country, and that is what we are trying to project.
What, according to you, the next couple of years would look like India collaborating with the world when it comes to spiritual and cultural tourism?
I think we should take the spiritual story now and move forward to being a multicultural community in a way that we actually becomes a seamless travel between all of us. It could be the ancient history, it could be civilization, or it could be Indian civilization. We need to move that way. So we should be doing marketing together. We need to sell seamlessly. So we could be doing joint marketing, joint websites, social media together in such a way that it becomes a seamless journey. It's not about Egypt selling on by itself, or Greece selling by itself, or Sri Lanka selling by itself. So that's the way we need to portray ourselves, to say we are one. World is one. That's what WION is all about. And I think that's how we need to take tourism as one aspect. There are no borders where tourism are concerned. And spiritual being the link, it can move from spirituality to wellness. And we all three have so much to share about that.
One year after a devastating Pahalgam terror attack left the scenic valley deserted, the famous tourist destination Pahalgam is witnessing a return of visitors, signaling resilience and renewed confidence in the region. Once shaken by violence, Pahalgam is now bustling with activity. Authorities in Jammu and Kashmir, along with security agencies and local residents, have spent the past year working tirelessly to restore tourists' trust. Their efforts appear to be paying off, as travelers from across India and around the world are once again flocking to the valley. In a major boost to tourism, government data shows that over 250,000 visitors have toured the iconic Indira Gandhi Memorial Tulip Garden in Srinagar over the past month alone. The surge highlights Kashmir's enduring appeal as a must-visit destination. Despite the influx, the memory of the tragedy remains central to the town. A martyrs' memorial has been established in Pahalgam, bearing the names of 26 victims who lost their lives in the attack. The site is marked by national flags and has become a place of tribute, with nearly every visitor stopping to pay their respects.
It's been exactly a year since the Pahalgam terror attack, in which 26 people were martyred. The Jammu and Kashmir government has made a memorial, Baisaran Martyrs Memorial, in central Pahalgam, as you can see in your visuals, to give tribute and to remember all those who had laid down their lives in the brutal terror attack.
Tourists visiting Pahalgam describe a strong sense of safety, crediting the visible presence of security personnel stationed across key locations. Many say the atmosphere has shifted dramatically from fear to reassurance.
The beauty of Pahalgam is amazing, and of course we are feeling very safe. We are here from 3 days and we are feeling very safe and very nice.
It's been 3 days since we've been exploring here, and we haven't experienced anything concerning. We are truly mesmerized by the beauty of Kashmir. It's absolutely stunning.
further strengthen security and transparency, the administration has introduced QR code-based tracking measures. These codes, assigned to taxi drivers, shopkeepers, hotel staff, and tourist guides, allow visitors to verify identities and ensure services are provided by individuals cleared by security agencies. The system also enables GPS-based monitoring, adding another layer of safety.
ये बिल्कुल एक अच्छा कदम है जो अभी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने उठाया है ये एक हर उस इंसान के
This is a very positive step taken by the administration. Everyone connected to the tourism sector, pony handlers, shawl sellers, hotel staff, and cab drivers should have QR identification. We believe this is a crucial step as it makes tourists feel more secure.
Heightened vigilance continues across major tourist hubs, including Gulmarg and Sonmarg. Additional checkpoints, barricades, and increased deployment of security personnel are in place. Officials view the surge in tourism not just as an economic revival, but also as a strong message against terrorism. As thousands return to enjoy the region's natural beauty, Pahalgam stands as a symbol of recovery, where remembrance and renewal go hand in hand.
From Europe to Asia, kite festivals are transforming skies into vibrant canvases of color. Let's take a look at how people around the world celebrate this timeless tradition.
On the beach of Berck-sur-Mer, on France's Atlantic coast, the 39th International Kite Festival has kicked off, drawing participants and spectators from across the globe. Hundreds of kites flocked in the skies, creating a breathtaking spectacle over the coastline. The week-long event features competitions, artistic demonstrations, and the prestigious World Kite Cup, where participants from across the world compete in individual, duo, and group performances. In the last edition, 800,000 visitors attended the festival, making it one of the largest kite events in the world. In East China's Shandong province, the 43rd Weifang International Kite Festival has drawn kite enthusiasts from around the world. Known as the kite capital of the world, Weifang, the birthplace of kites, witnessed over 2,300 kites filling the sky. Participants from 57 countries and regions showcased their unique designs and creativity. The festival includes over 50 events, from the World Kite Championships to cultural exhibitions, tourism activities, and business exchanges. Meanwhile, in Shanghai, kite flying took a futuristic turn, blending ancient tradition with cutting-edge technology. In the Yangpu district, a kite-themed festival blends the tradition of kite making with chameleon coating material, a new experiment that makes the kites change color.
This is a color-changing coating developed by the Department of Materials at Fudan University. The exhibited sample is colorless at high temperatures and becomes colored at low temperatures.
Visitors witnessed kites shifting hues on flight, adding a dynamic visual element to the age-old craft.
Since ancient times, kites have symbolized the expression of people's hopes and wishes for the future.
These kites are amazing. I hope kids ditch their computers and phones to enjoy these kites in Chinese culture.
With artistic displays, technological innovation, and competitions, kite festivals across the world continue to attract tourists and keep alive the ancient kite tradition.
London's streets turned into a moving time capsule this weekend as nearly 1,000 cyclists rode through the city in vintage tweed and classic style. From towering penny farthings to a sea of heritage fashion, the Tweed Run brought 19th century charm back to life, drawing crowds, cameras, and plenty of cheers along the way.
London turned back the clock on Saturday as nearly 1,000 cyclists rolled through the city for the annual Tweed Run, dressed in vintage tweed and classic British style. Riders, some on historic penny farthing bicycles with their oversized front wheels, brought a slice of the late 19th century to life. But you might wonder how to get onto this extraordinarily tall bicycle. Let's see how it's done.
To mount the bicycle, basically you need a nice, clear section of road ahead of you. No obstacles. Take a big step onto the peg. You take a good few scoops to get the bike rolling, and then you'll set all the way up onto the saddle, and away you go.
The tweed fabric, once a staple of British and Irish fashion, matched the era when these iconic bikes ruled the roads.
This is called the Tweed Run, and the whole idea is that we love tweed clothing, but bigger than that, we love bicycles, and we like the combination of riding our bikes in tweed through London, making a nuisance of ourselves, and stopping the traffic to say, look, we love bicycles and we love looking good. Yeah, so it's called the Tweed Run.
The colourful procession wound its way through central London, weaving through traffic and drawing curious crowds and tourists along the way.
It's British eccentricity at its finest, isn't it? It's an absolute sea of tweed and nutcases.
Well, I think it's something eccentric, a bit different. So, yeah, always welcomed here. But everybody's friends, and it's a great event, and yes, everyone comes together, met lots of friends along the years, so it's wonderful.
Organisers say the event continues to grow in popularity, with more than 900 participants joining this year's nostalgic ride.
That's all we have for you on the show this week, but we return with more travel content next weekend. Until then, it's me, Johan Castell, signing off as we leave you with visuals of paper lanterns lighting up Mexico City in a night of remembrance. Goodbye.